Hey guys, welcome back. So you're in a different location in my room today because today we are doing our skincare routines. So Gianna and I are both very into skincare. Her probably way before I was, but we're both going to be showing you guys our routines and then a couple of products that we don't use every day but we really like. So my skin, I would say, is pretty much normal, other than just around my nose area. I get oiliness and dryness basically right in here. I am prone to a little bit of dryness, but it's usually pretty normal. I do use a pretty hydrating set of products. So, but yeah, I definitely struggled with acne a lot in the past couple of years. Before that, I had like the nicest skin. I hardly had to wash my face, which sounds kind of gross, but it's true. But yeah, I've been taking care of myself and it's been looking pretty good the past couple months. So what do you think? But with that, let's get into the video.
Okay, so I'm starting out with the Fresh Rose Face Mask, which I don't use every night because it comes in quite a small little package, but I wet my skin before this and I'm applying it now. So I do only wash my face at night because, as I said, I have a tendency to get dry skin, so I only like to wash it once a day, and to me, doing it at the end of the day makes the most sense. So I'm setting a timer here for 10 minutes to leave on my face mask. And then I'm going to wash my face off with water. Try not to be too abrasive with the scrubbing there. But this just leaves you feeling really nice and hydrated, in my opinion. So then I'm going to wet my face again, and then I'm going to use the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. This you only need a really small amount of because a little goes a long way with it. I learned that the hard way because I used a ton of it. But here I'm just rubbing that into my skin, really getting a nice cleanse. It is a very gentle cleanser, which I like because, as I mentioned, my skin has a tendency to get dry. So now, again, I'm just rinsing my face off with water, really trying to get that off there. And then I'm going to pat my skin dry with a towel. And next, I'm using the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. So I'm going to put it on this little cotton pad, and then I'm going to pat it into my face after. So I'm really just patting it into my skin, trying not to rub too much because I don't want to be too abrasive on my skin. Again, this whole line of skincare that I use is a very hydrating line, and I really like that. So I'm just patting it all over the face, really getting it in there. So next, I'm using the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Cream. So I'm just going to take a big dollop of this, and I'm going to try to rub it into my skin, really getting in there and all the creases and everything. And then I'm going to rub it down my neck because I feel like that's something I always forget about, is to put any sort of moisturization on my neck because I don't want that to be dry. So I've been trying to do that more recently. Really just rubbing it in all over my face. I kind of took a little too much here, so I was trying to rub it in as best as I could, but I'm okay with being over moisturized because, as I've mentioned a few times, dry skin sometimes. Okay, so then next I'm going to be using a lip scrub. So I'm going to wet my lips beforehand, and it is the bubblegum lip scrub from Lush. I just recently got it, but I've really liked it so far. So I'm sticking my wet finger in there because it gets kind of dry when you haven't used it, like, even in just a day. So I'm just going to put it on my lips there. And then I'm going to kind of try to put them together so I can get some on my upper lip and just keep scrubbing with my finger. And then I'm going to scrub kind of my lips together. And it tastes really good. I mean, obviously it's not supposed to be eaten, but I think I do lick it there, yeah. It tastes good, what can I say? And then I'm showing you a nice view of my lips. So the next things I use, this is the Roden & Fields Unblemished line. I use this for when my acne is getting really bad. Same with this little... Okay, and then I'm going to be using the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is the pink one. So this is very, very hydrating, and I really like to sleep with it on. So I'm taking some on the back of my nail, and I'm going to put it on my lips. This has really helped with my dry lips, and it is expensive, but in my opinion, I think it's really worth it. So as you can see, I'm just rubbing it in there, and I'm gonna give you a nice face in a second. Yep, there it is. Okay.
So I have pretty oily skin. I've had a lot of problems with acne, blackheads, and pores. I've also been seeing a dermatologist since I was in 3rd or 4th grade, I think. So I would say about half the products I use, maybe a little less than half, the products are from my dermatologist, which means you need a prescription to get them, so you can't just walk into Target and pick up those products. So for those things, I'm just going to tell you what the main ingredient is in them, and then you can find other products in the store that have those ingredients. So again, pretty oily skin. Some of the products I use are very harsh though, so I will break out into a lot of dry patches around my skin. So it's definitely important to also have things that are very moisturizing. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope that gave you a little bit of a background. Alrighty guys, good morning. So this is going to be my morning skincare routine. The first product I use is this face wash. It is 5% benzoyl peroxide, which has worked really well for my oily skin and my acne. This product is from my dermatologist, but you can find other face washes that have benzoyl peroxide in them. So after I wash my face, I just pat it dry with a clean face towel. It's really important to pat and not rub. Next, I used a witch hazel toner. This is the TN Dickinson's. I believe I bought it at Target, and I just use a little cotton pad, and I lightly just kind of rub and dab this into my skin. I find this really helps for oil. Witch hazel is great for pores, and this definitely also helps clean off any extra dirt or makeup that's in my skin. Next, I just wait for the toner to dry and let it sink into my face. The lotion I use in the morning is a clindamycin phosphate lotion. I'm not sure if I said that right, but this product is again from my dermatologist. So I just use a little bit, a thinner layer, and I put it all over my face. This product has really helped with my acne, and it's definitely something that isn't too heavy to wear during the day. The next product I'm using is a rose hip seed oil. I believe I bought this at Marshall's. You can find it at a lot of stores, and this is actually something new that I've started incorporating into my routine in the last few months. So I use a very light amount of this oil, but I've really found that it helps with my acne scars, and it doesn't make my skin extra oily than it already is. It also definitely helps to moisturize, and it gives me a really nice glow. I'm always sure to bring things down to my neck, as that also helps to prevent wrinkles. The next product I'm using is the Mario Badescu Aloe Facial Spray. I bought this at Ulta. I know the ingredients in it aren't the best, so I don't know if I'm going to be repurchasing it, but it definitely feels nice and cooling in the morning. Last but not least, I'm applying my favorite lip balm. It's the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Intensive Lip Balm, and you can get it at Sephora. As you can see, I'm running out, and I'm definitely going to be repurchasing it more. This stuff is great for your lips, and it stays on for so many hours during the day. And with that, that concludes my morning routine. Alright, now for my nighttime skincare routine. The first thing I'm starting off with are these simple face wipes, and I believe I bought them at Target. All I was wearing today was mascara and eyebrow gel, so I just used these to take that off. Usually, if I'm wearing a full face of makeup, I like to use the Neutrogena blue packaged face wipes. Next, I'm going to be washing my face with this clarifying cleanser, also from my dermatologist. The main ingredient in this cleanser is salicylic acid. I have found that salicylic acid has helped reduce the amount of oil on my face, clean my skin very, very well after a long day, and help control my acne. So I highly recommend the ingredient salicylic acid if you struggle with acne. So I'm just washing that into my face very thoroughly, as I want to make sure I get rid of all the dirt and grime that's been on my face the whole day. So after I wash my face, I again just make sure to pat it dry very thoroughly. The next product I'm using is from the brand The Ordinary. It's the niacinamide and zinc serum, which I bought at Ulta.
This is something new I've been incorporating into my routine, and it's definitely worked very well. This serum is specifically for people who struggle with pores and blackheads, so it's definitely worked for me. I just apply this very thoroughly and I focus it into my T-zone and pat it dry every night. Every morning I wake up with skin that looks a lot softer and smoother. The next product I'm using is also from my dermatologist, and it's this gel. The main ingredient in it is retinol. Retinol is great for anti-aging, acne, and blackheads. So definitely look for a product with this in it. I take a very light amount and I lightly dab it into my skin, as if you use too much of this, it can be very, very drying and harsh. I found that this product really helps push all the blackheads to the surface of my skin, and it's easier for them to extract. Next, for my moisturizer, I'm using the Peter Thomas Roth Rose Stem Cell Moisturizer. I bought this at Marshall's, but I know that you can also buy this brand at Sephora. This moisturizer is great. It's very, very moisturizing, and I like to put a lot of it on before I go to sleep. I always wake up with very refreshed skin. I also find it doesn't make my skin more oily in any way at all, so I highly, highly recommend it. Next product I used this night was the Mario Badescu Drying Lotion. This is not something that I use every night. I only use it when I have zits on my face that are ready to come out. So I take a Q-tip and I dab it onto my skin. I find that this product is like a miracle worker. I put it on the zits I have and then I wake up and they're no longer there. So I highly recommend it. You can get this at Ulta. The last product I used was this Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask from Sephora. This stuff is great. It smells good, it's so moisturizing, and I always wake up with the softest lips after I put this on. Next, I'm going to be showing some products that I use 1 to 2 times per week. The first is the Biore Witch Hazel Pore Strips. I had these recommended to me by my dermatologist, and I use 1 strip on my nose and 1 strip on my chin about 1 to 2 times per week. These just take all the blackheads out of my skin, and they work so well. I bought these at Target. Next, I'm going to show a face mask. This is the Aztec Indian Healing Clay face mask. It works so well. It's just a powder that I mix with water with a little brush, and I bought this at Target, but you can also get it on Amazon for very cheap, and you get a lot of face mask. This really just dries into your skin and it pulls out all of the impurities from your skin. The next thing I use is this Ordinary AHA/BHA chemical peeling solution. I bought this at Ulta, and I use this once a week for only 10 minutes. It definitely stings a little bit, but it makes your face very glowy and moisturized. The next thing I have is the Body Shop Tea Tree Face Scrub. This is the squeaky clean one. I love this whole line, and I buy it at Ulta. This is a very fine and gentle exfoliator scrub that I use about 2 to 3 times per week. And last, I have the Body Shop Tea Tree Oil. I like to put this on my zits along with the Mario Badescu Drying Lotion, and it really works wonders. I highly recommend it. Hey guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. We really hope you enjoyed it. I know this was probably one of my favorite ones that we've done so far. So if you like the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you have any of the same products that you use or anything like that, and check out our Instagram too. Thanks for watching. Bye.